Ba, roll a doob, smoke it up. Smack a bubble butt, light it up, smoke it up. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Donny podcast. I'm your host, Donny, and I am fucking drunk. I'm drunk as fuck. I just drank a whole big bottle of gin and I kicked my dog in the face. No, I'm 100% kidding. Gonna be completely sober for this episode. Last episode was quite easy to do drunk, and this is gonna be easy to do sober. Don't put out any negative energy. I'm going to do just fine. I'm going to be just fine. Merry Christmas, everybody. I can feel the Christmas spirit in the air. Christmas spirit in the air. I was at the grocery store getting a Christmas tree last night, and I witnessed a fight in the parking lot. And I said to myself, it's fucking Christmas, baby. You know it's Christmas when everyone's getting fucking mad. You know, it's a big misconception that the Christmas spirit is like everyone's kind and giving and loving. No, Christmas equals violence. Christmas is a time to get angry at one another, piss each other off, and fucking fight. Either with words or with your fists, whether you get a bloody face or a broken heart. That's what Christmas is fucking about. No, I'm kidding. You should be nice to one another. You know, and I hope you have those warm, fuzzy feelings, and I hope that Christmas is going to be a good time for you. You know, and if you do get kind of upset at one another and want to fucking fight, just know that it's up to you. You can try to make everyone feel better, and if you do, they'll reciprocate and make you feel better too, right? Just try to make everyone feel good this Christmas. You know. Like give everyone a little bit of a hand job, or finger everybody, and they'll do it back to you, and everyone will feel better. You know, Christmas isn't about violence; it's about sex, about sexual acts that you can perform on one another. It's about giving head and fucking like a goddamn retard. You know. Love like you've never been hurt. Laugh like you've never laughed before. And fuck like a goddamn retard. That's my advice for you this Christmas. You know, if you get upset at your family, try having an orgy with them instead of, fighting over how the potatoes were cooked, right? How about you say, actually, everyone, let's stop fighting and take off our clothes and fuck each other, right? There's some more advice for you. Fuck your family this Christmas. Have a big incest orgy. And that'll stop from all the usual tension and upsetness that usually comes. New Year's is coming too, baby. Gotta get excited for the new year. You know, every single year, up until last New Year's, I was always like, this is the year. I'm gonna be a new me. Fuck, the old me, I'm gonna do better. And then I never would. And so last New Year's, I was like, who cares? It's just a new number. But that's also not correct. So I'm gonna try to stay in the middle. Right in the middle, be like, well, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can not make the mistakes I've made in the past. And also, who really cares? A healthy balance, I think, to think of it that way. Not put too much pressure on yourself. That's weird. Boy, these people who actually make like New Year's resolutions and go through with it, I'm like, you could have made that resolution like a week ago as well. You could have made it a Christmas resolution or a Thanksgiving resolution. You have to wait till the year changes to do something. It's kind of weird. But whatever floats your boat. There's also people who have like actual political opinions. And I'm like, you need the TV to tell you what you believe? You need Tucker Carlson and Anderson Cooper to tell you what you believe? And I can't really judge because that used to be me too. Boy, am I ever happy I don't have like political views anymore. Fuck. It's so like, it's fun. It's fun. But it's also like so stressful and like useless to be like have like a position that you take. It's like vote the way you think you should vote, But then if you have a hill to die on and you talk about it all the time, it's like, come on. What are you doing? You're making your life worse most of the time, you know? You're getting into arguments. You're getting pissed off at your fucking screens you're looking at. Like, loosen up a bit. You know, it comes down to the kind of way, you know what? It was from a movie that really hammered this home. It's a movie called The Grand Budapest Hotel. It's a pretty goofy, funny movie. But the main character in it is Mr. Gustav, and he's like very classy, you know, fun guy. He seems like he's having a fun time, being a real classy, you know, guy. And at one of the moments, he's in a hotel room banging this old lady, and his little helper comes to the door with a newspaper. And he comes to the door and looks at the newspaper. And on the newspaper it says, "Could war be happening?" Or says something like that, you know, "Could this mean war?" You know, it's like, oh no, that's what everybody would read. But no. He looks down, further down the page, and that's where his attention is garnered. Because it says, it's letting him know something that has to do with him. And maybe that, you know, it's kind of a rough way to explain it. But what I'm trying to say is, don't let the greater narrative of humanity get in the way of you focusing on you and the people around you. If you make your life and your story and what's going on around you, make that the fucking giant narrative that you should be focusing on. And make your life such an interesting, fascinating thing that the fucking politics and world events don't really matter in the grand scheme of you, right? You should be trying to create a story and a narrative that should be on the fucking front page. Forget what's on the front fucking page right now. You be the fucking front page top news story, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. You want to hear some fucking stories about me getting drunk and fucked up all the time? My weapon of choice is alcohol. I really like weed. I enjoy cocaine. And I haven't tried... Oh, I like mushrooms. I've said that before. But I haven't tried like heroin or meth because I guarantee you I love them. I'm a drug guy. But I don't want to be a drug addict. Like I've said before, fucking useless people wandering on the sidewalk makes me so mad. That's not me. But my weapon of choice, my favorite weapon of choice, is alcohol. There's something that happens when I drink that is an absolute magical occurrence. It teleportates me to a different me. A me that is super happy. A me that is just floating on a fucking cloud nine. Me that is so ambitious and so just like full of life. And I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Everything I think and do and where I am at that moment feels so profound to me when I'm drunk. On the other hand, when I'm sober and I'm sitting here talking to you, I feel like there's 8 different ways that I could say one thing, and I don't really know which one to pick. But when I'm drunk, whatever I pick to say, I'm like, that's the fucking truth, you know? And I do that with my actions when I'm drunk too. When I'm sober, my actions, I'm like, should I do this? Should I do that? Oh no, what am I gonna do? But when I'm drunk, I'm just like, I'm fucking doing this, baby. And that translates into making some bad decisions, though. You know, I'm trying to get better so I can actually, you know, drink once in a while and not make terrible decisions because of how much I trust myself when I'm drunk is not good. Not good at all. This one time, I snuck out of my house late at night to go and drink with my friends at the local bar. Went down, meet my friends at the local bar. They've already been there for a while because I had to sneak out after my parents went to sleep. And I get to the local bar, and I go up and get a drink. I meet my friends, and I realize that I'm far behind them. They're already drunk and having a good time, and I'm stone cold sober. So I realized that I had to catch up, and so I had a few shots, had a few drinks, and next thing I know, I'm catching a buzz. And next thing I know, I'm getting close to their level, but I'm still not there. So what did I end up doing? I ended up taking everybody else's drink, because they were already fucked up and drunk. So, but I don't know how really it happened, but the next thing I knew, I had like 3 beers and was chugging all of them. And some of them were not like just like Bud Light kind of beer. They were the heavy type of beer, like the fucking kind that tastes like, what's that shit? Molasses. Some beer tastes like fucking molasses, and I think that's a higher, alcohol content. But at the end of the night, needless to say, I was fucking hammered. I was like going around to other tables where like people we don't know were, and I was grabbing their drinks and drinking it down. And needless to say, again, I'm a fucking attention whore. Obviously, I'm here talking about my fucking ideas in life. I'm an attention whore. I love fucking attention. And to my detriment, I'll do anything for attention. Like, you give me a fucking just little inch of attention, and I go, dude, I know what to do to get more, and I start doing crazy things. Like, fuck. I was like standing on top of tables, just downing beers from people, like just half empty beers that people have left. So it gets to the end of the night, and I'm like 20 to 25 beers deep, probably. Fucking terrible idea. Absolutely hammered. Like, hammered to the point where it's just like a fine pinpoint of my vision, and everything else is black. I'm just like floating. I can't feel my arms and legs. And I just have a little bit of vision and a little bit of comprehension and memory. Actually, one of my memories about leaving the bar is I saw this black dude that I had seen at a coffee shop like a handful of times. And I went up to him, I'm like, dude, I know you. I've seen you like 2 or 3 times at the coffee shop. And he's like, what? Really, man? And then the next thing I know, I have my arm around him and I'm smoking one of his cigarettes. And then the next thing I know, I'm in a cab with like my one friend that I knew, and then this other chick that I kind of hung out with before, and then this other guy that I just met. And non-beknownst to me, is the ex-boyfriend of the chick that I'd kind of hung out before. So there's the 3 of us in the car, in this cab, that is. And we're in the cab, and I'm just absolutely hammered. Absolutely, just like, I don't remember really driving in the cab. I remember all of a sudden, though, it was me and the chick were in the cab with the cab driver. We're the only 2 ones left. We're in the cab. And we're getting close to where she's getting dropped off. And I clearly did. I should have been dropped off before. But here I am in the cab with her. And it occurs to me that I'm going to be the last one in the cab. So that means that I'm going to have to pay for the cab. And it then occurs to me also that I have no more money left. Like, I spent it all on fucking beers trying to catch up to everyone. I'm a kid at this point. I don't have a lot of money. So I check my bank account, and I'm trying to like tap my password into my fucking online banking, and I'm absolutely obliterated, fucking up what I'm typing in, and then we're here at the chick's place. She's getting out. I'm trying to figure out how much money I have. I have $26 left. I look at the cab price. It's $23. I go, fuck yes. I can pay if I get out right now. So I got out at this girl's home on the sidewalk. I pay for the fucking cab because I'm a gentleman, not going to be like, hey, you want to split it? I pay for the fucking cab. I have now $3 left in my bank account. Whatever. And say goodbye to the cab, say goodbye to the girl, and I go, well, I'm going to have to walk home from here. So I'd start making my way. I take 3 steps, and all of a sudden, I hear something. It's my dick talking. My penis. It says to me, hello? I go, huh? Who's there? It's me, penis. You've been ignoring me all night. You've been just trying to get drunk, and you forgot all about me. I've been sitting here hoping that you would think about me and maybe do something to get me fucking wet tonight. I go, oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. And he goes, hey, yeah, did you realize that you're like 10 paces away from a girl and you guys are the only ones here? She might be drunk enough too to fuck ya. I go, oh, Mr. Penis, that's a good idea. And then part of me goes, hey, maybe not a good idea. Be kind of weird if all of a sudden you made advances on her. But then the drunk side of me, the alcohol, says to me, nah, fucking go for it. That's the drunk side of me talking. Then Mr. Penis goes, yeah, you should listen to the alcohol. And so I did what any man would do. I turned around on the sidewalk, and even though she was like only 20 feet away from me, walking down to her room, I yell at the top of my lungs to her, and we'll pretend her name's Sarah. And I yell this. I go, hey, Sarah, you want a bone? Why I chose those words, to this day, I don't know. And she turns around and goes, what? And I go, sorry, bye, have a good night. And walk off like a fucking idiot. And I yelled loud enough that if anyone had their windows open, they would have heard it. Ah! Hey, Sarah, you want a bone? Like, what? Anyhow, I did it. And Mr. Penis goes, wait, that's all you got? And alcohol side goes, and me, I go, oh my God, I'm a fucking idiot. What did I just do? Well, nothing left to do now but walk home. A disgrace. So, making my merry way home, absolutely obliterated. I think I started walking in the wrong direction. And I get like down the path a little while, and all of a sudden I hear commotion through this hedge. It's people talking. Some nice people just drinking and sitting around their backyard table. And I can hear them chit-chatting through the bush. Why I did this, to this day, blows my mind. I was so drunk and so immature, and just words escape my mind to describe how fucked up I was. But I put my head through the hedge and said, hey guys. And they go, oh, who are you? And I go, I'm Donny. Could I hang out with you guys tonight? Seems like you're having some fun. They go, no man, we don't know who you are. Like, get out of here. I'm like, okay, goodbye. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Anyhow, it's kind of funny. So yeah, then I wandered my way back home, made it back inside, and just was drunk until 1 o'clock the next day. It was quite the time. But I'm such an idiot that way. I just not so much anymore. I don't do that kind of fucking behavior anymore. I hope. But boy, I've had some moments where I'm sure everyone listening has as well. But you know those moments where you just get so fucking drunk that your awareness of what's around you is diminished by 90%. And people will be talking to you and you'll have full on conversations and you aren't even looking at them and you can't even remember who they were, but you knew you were talking to them, and it's a lot of fun. I'll be 100% honest. I love that kind of shit. But it's very detrimental. You'll make very bad decisions. But go for it. As long as you don't fuck up too much. You know what? I heard this one guy on a podcast recently who was an ex-alcoholic, though. And even though I might joke around and say, hey, go ahead and make these bad decisions. Completely fucked up. He said something that really resonated. And he said, I used to get blackout drunk all the time, like every night. And what stopped me from doing it all the time was the worry that I was going to be drunk driving and run over like a kid and drag their body underneath my car. And I'll finally get stopped and pulled over, and I won't even know that I did it. And I was like, oh my God, that is totally possible. Like something to that level where it's so fucking heinous and terrible, but you didn't even mean to do it. And it could ruin your life forever. That's 100% possible. So the fun that comes with losing all control isn't really worth it, Just wait till you're dead to lose all control. That's what I'm excited for. Fucking die. But what else can we fucking talk about that I did that was crazy? I'll tell you this much. Drinking a lot of alcohol and doing a lot of weed at the same time is even better. It's even fucking better. I feel like I have the Force, like I'm a Jedi, when I take like 100 milligrams of edibles and drink like a half a bottle of vodka. Wow. Now that is a feeling like none other. You don't get as quite reckless and quite as confident in yourself, but it's a feeling as if you've reached perfect peace, is the best way I could put it. I've done that, like taken that much edibles and alcohol at the same time, and then I just kind of sit down crisscross applesauce, and it's like my mind is just floating on nothing. And as long as you can stay awake, it's a very, very enjoyable experience that it's hard to come back to normal life after. And that's kind of why I don't do drugs and alcohol very much anymore, because it is so enjoyable and brings you to such a high level of life that when you come back down to just normal you who does tasks and takes care of just the menial shit of life, you don't like it as much. And it's such a hard decision on what to spend your time doing, because partying and drinking and having a good time feels like you're doing the right thing, but yet you'll look at your life afterwards and you have nothing to show for it. You're just a useless bag of bones who's full of happiness. And does that pay off? I think the goal is to be able to be really happy just being yourself, doing the menial shit of life. And if you can, just enjoy getting a little buzzed, here and there. But it's never seemed to turn out good for people that fucking party and lose control of themselves. It always seems to end up bad. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are people that can do it. And if you can do it, I say good for you. And if you decide that you don't want to show anything for your life and just fucking party, have a good time, do it as well. But I myself, I've been enjoying being sober quite a bit and just, working out, getting my my life in order, starting a new career, and trying to be a loved and respected member of my community. That it's not immediate gratification, but the amount of gratification you get over time is potentially outweighs the joy that partying and losing control brings you. And most of all, I'm doing it because I really love the people around me, and I wanna prove to them that I can be someone that they can rely on, someone that doesn't cause them problems. But fucking go for it if you want to party, brother. You know, it's a good fucking time. I think I want to, once I get myself in kind of a position where I'm in a repetition of building my life up, I'll probably party way more. But right now, thank God I'm not, because I probably wouldn't be able to get myself going. So I'm happy in the spot I am. I'm not proud of shit I've done. I could probably sit here and tell you even more stories of me fucking getting drunk and doing stupid shit. But I'm not proud of them. But I'm kind of happy they happened too, because they were a lot of fun. And they're kind of funny to talk about. The things, the one thing I am super thankful for was when I discovered weed, though. It changed my perspective on life in a good direction. I wasted probably a lot of time being completely high and doing nothing, but it kind of opened up my mind to kind of look at the world in a different way. And it didn't completely change me, but it kind of helped me to start to change. The way I was acting, like in my previous story, was before I discovered weed. And afterwards, when I did discover weed, it kind of brought my behavior down a tick. I was a less attention whore, but I still am an attention whore, but less of one, you know? Weed can do that for you. It really helps you to open up your mind and think of things in a bunch of different ways and different angles. And maybe you get to the wrong conclusion, but I feel like I came to a pretty good one. And then that took me on to mushrooms, and mushrooms really fucking changed my whole idea of what life is, what I am, and everything. I wonder what it would have been like if I had just discovered mushrooms before weed or before alcohol. What my view on life would be today. I don't know. I really don't know. But one cool thing, my view on life now, I have this cool idea about what people are, what human beings are, and that's that we're aliens to this planet. I really believe it. I have no way to prove it. I have some decent evidence, but no nail in the coffin, evidence to prove it. I really think that we've been seeded on this planet and formed after the manner of the animals on this planet, and that is what we are. We're an alien creation. That there was another planet with human beings like us, and they're very high intelligent beings, and they came to this planet. And they saw all the creation, all the life on this planet, and they decided to make human beings in the same size and after the same manner of all the creatures on this earth. And so maybe the human beings that came and planted us here, maybe they had like a different organs inside their body. Maybe they were taller or shorter, but they found this planet was full of life, and they made us. They entered the human form into the DNA patterns of this planet, and now here we are as like an alien form of the life from Earth. It's kind of fucking crazy, but it could be true. Because when you look at all the rest of this shit, we're close to monkeys, right? If you look at our hands and our feet and like our legs and arms and torsos and heads, no, our heads are completely fucking different. But you look at everything else, you're like, oh, that's pretty close. But also we're pretty fucking close to like, I don't know, like a jaguar. Like our head is pretty close to like a jaguar. I take that back. We're pretty fucking far away from a jaguar. We're pretty fucking far away from like a dolphin too. Fuck, things in the ocean are really fucking alien looking. But, it's just a fun idea. I'm probably wrong, but it's kind of fun to look at us that way. Makes us feel kind of special. Be the fucking man. Be the fucking man. Make your life the story that you want it to be. Pretend that you are the most confident, talented, looked up to motherfucker, even if you're at the bottom of the barrel. And then keep on pushing towards the fact that you can be the best version of you fucking possible. This has been Donny Donata. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I love you. Bye.